So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from Team SamuraiX1 here, coming to you guys with my PERFORMAGE Pendulums or PePe deck profile for you guys today. So I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. And guys, as I progress through the deck profile, I'll be explaining to you guys some of my card choices I decided to play in the deck and the reasons why I play them. And before I get started with this video, I just want to give huge shout outs to some people. Shout outs to Jesse Cotton for giving me some amazing advice on the deck. To be honest guys, going to the Toronto Regionals, I had no play testing with this deck, and the results from the regionals with this deck was absolutely amazing. I did not top 8 of course, but I did get my invite, coming 23rd place, going X2 out of 9 rounds, so I did went 7-2. So yeah, the regional was really fun. I met a lot of people, and nonetheless, shout outs to Jesse for giving me some tips and amazing card advice and card text to play in the deck to make this deck absolutely amazing. So Jesse, shout outs to you from Game Nation, and also shout outs to Ray for letting me borrow half the deck. To be honest guys, Ray, shout outs to you. Without you, I actually wouldn't be able to play the deck in the regionals. So shout outs to Ray and Andrew for providing me with the cards for this deck. And yeah, and of course shout outs to Andrew Pham for letting me borrow your Mask Chameleon. That card came in so clutch. Being able to go with Ignister is absolutely insane. So shout outs to you, Andrew Pham, for letting me borrow your Mask Chameleon. Shout outs to Shaq for letting me borrow your Effect Veilers and Karakorgan, the Anti-Luminescent Knight. And guys, I just want to give a huge shout out to these two guys that came out to me after regionals, and they asked me for my deck profile. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to give them my deck since I was really busy getting the top 8 deck profiles. But you know, I told them that after I do that, I was gonna give them the deck profile. But after I finished that, I couldn't find them anywhere. I tried looking for you guys, but you guys, I believe, had to go home. So you guys are absolutely amazing for you know, showing your support to this channel. And if you're watching this video right now and you know who you are, please message me on my Facebook page. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Make sure you message me, and I'll be glad to hop on your YouTube channel and help you out with some videos and do deck profiles or whatever what you guys want me to do. So if I'm talking to you right now, you're watching this video and you know who you are, and you're the two guys that approached me at the regionals and from my deck profile, I am so sorry. With my greatest apologies, I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to give you guys my deck profile. I was super busy, but I tried looking for you guys. So if you guys are watching this video right now, definitely guys, message me on my Facebook and I'll be glad to hop on your YouTube channel. Make sure you message me guys. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started with this Vector Pendulum, not Vector Pendulum, my PERFORMAGE PePe deck profile. And yeah guys, so some of the cards that I am missing in the deck, so I unfortunately have the proxies. I hate proxying, so it's either I proxy or do a Dev Pro YUGIOH Pro deck profile, and I hate doing that, so I might as well just proxy for you guys. And you know what, it doesn't matter as long as the content is there. And this is the deck that I actually play at the regionals, and I'll explain to you guys in depth of every single card choices I decided to play in the deck. So without further ado, let's get started with this deck profile. Start out with the Vector Pendulum and Luster Pendulum engine. You play, of course, one Vector Pendulum. Again, shout outs to Joshua and his brother for letting me borrow this card. This card is absolutely amazing, guys. So once I see you, Joshua, I will give you this card back. You are absolutely amazing for letting me borrow this card. So shout outs to you, Joshua. Thank you so much. And of course, I did play the other Vector Pendulum, and I unfortunately had to give the other two back. So you know what? It's really unfortunate. But you know what? I have to give cards that I borrowed back. So yeah. So I did play triple Vector Pendulum. This card was absolutely amazing. It's 3 scale, really good. And last but not least, you play triple Luster Pendulum, the Drago Slayer. This card is absolutely amazing. Probably the best card in the deck. If you open up him and Plush Fire, you usually just win the game. And guys, Luster Pendulum and Vector Pendulum is really good. Since you know what, it's a 5 scale and a 3 scale, so you're able to Pendulum summon. So it's really good in that aspect. And also, a lot of people forget Vector Pendulum's effect in the scale. His effect is that negate all card effects in your opponent's pendulum zones. So basically, if your opponent has a Luster Pendulum in their zones and they're trying to pop their Plush Fire, they can't. So basically, once they activate the Luster Pendulum and the Plush Fire, Flame Mascot. Yeah, Plush Fire. Yeah, if they activate Plush Fire and Luster Pendulum, while you have a Vector Pendulum and they try to pop their scales, they basically can't, and they can't Pendulum Summon because Luster Pendulum is a 5 scale, and what is it called? Flame Mascot is a 5 scale, so they can't pop it unless they get rid of the Vector Pendulum. So Vector Pendulum is really good in that aspect. So you know what, having 3 and 3 is really essential in the deck. Playing triple Vector is really good, and playing triple Luster Pendulum is really good. You know what, in this deck you always want to see Pendulum cards in your hand as much as possible. If you don't see scales in your hand, you usually just win the duel. And guys, against every Pendulum matchup that I face, well, to be specific. Against every PePe player I faced, I never lost a match. So the only decks that I lost to in the regionals was two Fluffles. This guy played Fluffle Synchro. You know, it's stupid. Yeah, he went Trishula on me, and then he went Christie on me, and he just shattered on me. It was so bad. So shout outs to the Fluffle guy that actually beat me. I believe that was round 4 I lost to. And I lost to Magician, Pendulum Magicians. I'm so dumb. We went to game 3. I opened up not that bad, but you know what? Against Pendulums, if you open up Wavering Eyes, you're pretty good. So I opened up Wavering Eyes and a Damage Juggler. So I set my Wavering Eyes and just summon, and I set my Trick Clown and just end. So basically, he activated his 2 scales, whatever. He activated Insight and some other cards, and I was like, yes, Wavering Eyes. So then, on the activation of Wavering Eyes, he chained his Wavering Eyes. I was like, damn, man, I lost the game, man. He chained his Wavering Eyes. I just negged the Wavering Eyes. And then after I let it go, I looked at my hand. I was like, wait. I had a Damage Juggler in my hand. So you know what? That misplay literally cost me the game. I lost because of that. So you know what? From that point on, I never misplayed ever again. So yeah. So the only lectures I lost to was Performage Pendulums and of course Fluffles Synchro. It was insane. So these are the 3 Dragon Slayers that you play. And the one amazing tech that Jesse gave me the idea of is playing the 1 Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit is insane. During my 9th round of the regional, I won because of Rescue Rabbit. We went into time, and I was at 500 life points, okay? I was at 500 life points, and he was at, let's say, 5,000. I top decked the Rescue. Okay, so I had Luster Pendulum and a Scale, and so I had Luster Pendulum, Mirror Conductor in the Scale, and a Mirror Conductor in my extra deck. And basically, the only thing I can do is I can literally pop out the Mirror Conductor, and add another Mirror Conductor to my hand and just pendulum for 2. But I end up top decking a Rescue Rabbit. So I top the Rescue Rabbit, go into your Vector Pendulums and push for tons of damage with, of course, the Mirror Conductors and things like that. So it's pretty good. After that point, I just had game. You know what? Rescue Rabbit brought me into Vector Pendulums. Vector Pendulums, I just attacked for more damage and things like that. And from that point on, I just won the game. Like, he just couldn't come back from that. And Rescue Rabbit alone is a free 2-card pendulum. So if you were to have a Luster Pendulum on the field already, while you Rescue Rabbit into Vector Pendulums, you can essentially synchro into Ignister and just go off with your plays from there and pop your Vector Pendulum. So let's say another combo play that you can do is, let's say that you already have a Luster Pendulum on the field and you top deck a Rescue Rabbit. So you top deck Rescue Rabbit. So you top the Rescue Rabbit, you bring out these 2, the Vector Pendulum, and what you're going to do is that you're going to synchro summon into, what is it called? Ignister. So you go into Ignister, Ignister, activate Ignister's effect, special summoning Luster Pendulum in defense mode, and then you can pop your own Vector Pendulum or things like that, or you can overlay these 2 into what's it called, the Paladin card or things like that. It's pretty good. Or usually the Rescue Rabbit plays that I usually do. Rescue Rabbit basically enhances the game state. It makes your whole entire board really good. So basically, you top like a Rescue Rabbit. It's basically a free card King of Pharaoh Imps. It's a free card Castell. It's a free card. What is it called? Silent on Art. So it's Rescue Rabbit is really good. It's a free card synchro or XYZ essentially. So really good. Well, not synchro. It all depends on what you have on the field. If you top deck a Rescue Rabbit with a Luster Pendulum on field already, you can essentially make a Ignister play. So Rescue Rabbit is literally a 1-card synchro and gives you access into your Vector Pendulums, which is really good in that aspect. So yeah, Rescue Rabbit is just amazing. I know that my explanations for these guys are way too long, but yeah. So I'm just trying to do an in-depth deck profile for you guys. So thank you for those of you who are actually staying to listen to my explanations. You guys are absolutely amazing. So yep. So that's pretty much it. The 3 Ignisters and the 3 Vectors and the 1 Rescue Rabbit. Really good. And guys, I did have these cards at regionals. I just had to proxy for now, since I had to give everything back. So now off to our Performages, Performer Palace PePe engine. So you play Triple Plush Fire. This card is absolutely amazing. Basically the best card in the deck. If you open up Luster Pendulum and Plush Fire, you win the game. Literally, just so much advantage off these 2 cards. Just absolutely busted. So really good. And look at it. It doesn't look like a proxy. Look at that. It looks pretty legit. My printers are not that bad. Not that bad. So Triple Plush Fire, really good. Triple Mirror Conductor. Must play this at 3. Don't play this at 2. This card is amazing. If you want to just stack up on your extra deck, your extra deck zones is really important. So you know, Luster Pendulum, pop this, add another one. Pendulum Summon, really good. So you must play this at 3, really important. And you know, he has crazy combo plays with Ragnar Zero, so that's what I like about Mirror Conductor. Next you play, of course, Triple Damage Juggler. This card is probably the best juggler, the best Perform Mages aside from Plush Fire, since this card is basically a free search, and of course he stops your Wavering Rise. He stops your opponent's Wavering Eyes. So basically, against the mirror match, you always want to hold this card as much as possible, just in case your opponent tries to Wavering Eyes you. So Damage Juggler just stops that. Really good. 1 Hat Tricker and 1 Trick Clown. The only thing that I actually made want to bump is trying to bump Hat Tricker to 2. Hat Tricker is absolutely amazing. I feel like he's just so good against the mirror match or against decks like Tellers that main deck the anti-spell Fragrance and things like that. Hat Tricker just gets rid of those problematic cards. Like, you know what, Hat Tricker, while your opponent controls 2 or more cards on the board, especially summon Hat Tricker, and normal summon or Pendulum Summon on another monster, go into Castell or things like that, bounce back their spell Fragrance, things like that is really good. So I may want to bump Hat Tricker up to 2, but you know what? For now, it's working really fine. The 1 Trick Clown works amazingly in this deck. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for our Perform Mage engine. No need for explanation over there. Now off to our other cards. You play double Denko Seika. This card is absolutely amazing. This card is just so good. I won so many games with this card. Yeah, so Denko is just really good. So Denko Seika is amazing. You know what? This deck can essentially, in theory, lose to back row. To be honest, guys, if this deck facing like 5 back row, it's really hard. It's really hard. You know what? If your opponent has back row of like Grand Horn of Heaven, Grand Horn of Heaven, yeah, Grand Horn of Heavens, or like, you know, Solemn Warning. Well, so Solemn Warning can stop Denko Seika. What am I saying? Like, you know, Grand Horn of Heaven, Stormy Mirror Forces, Bottomless Trap Hole. Summoning Denko Seika just locks your opponent from that. You know, Cosmos do play back row, so dropping the Denko Seika is really amazing. You know, locking on the breakthrough skills is really good. And believe it or not, guys, this card won me a game in my Fluffle matchup against Fluffles. I did play 2 Fluffles at regionals. I beat 1 Fluffles and I lost to the other. So against the Fluffle, 1 Fluffle, the first Fluffle player that I played against and I won, was because of Denko Seika. So basically, if you guys don't know what Fluffle Bears effect is, that you can send this card to the graveyard, set 1 Toy Vendor directly from the deck to the spawn trap card zone. While you have Denko Seika, they can't even activate Toy Vendor if they activate it from Bears effect. So Denko Seika is really amazing for that aspect as well. And she was just a blowout card. She's just so good. So Denko Seika. Next you play, of course, double Mask Chameleon. Shoutouts to Andrew again for letting me borrow your Mask Chameleon. Amazing. 1 Gigabyte and of course 1 part Naga. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I would make so many changes into the deck. What I would definitely take out is, of course, I would take out 1 Mask Chameleon and basically cut out the Denko engine and put in the what's it called? The Skull Corbat Joker into the deck with a Lizard draw. So Denko Seika was the only reason why I played Denko. Well, in the end of the day, she did her job. She fought well against players. She was amazing. But you know what? For more consistency, I would definitely play Skull Corbat Joker instead of her, because Skull Corbat basically searches you a free scale, part Naga, or a Lizard draw, which is really good. And he's also 1800 beater on board as well. So that's what I like about Skull Corbat Joker. So yeah, that's probably the only changes that I'll make into the deck, adding a Skull Corbat. But I couldn't get access into it since, of course, the regionals was Saturday and the deck just recently came out on Friday, so I wasn't able to get access into that. But nonetheless, Denko Seika did her job really good. Mask Chameleon at 2, I would definitely cut out 1 Mask Chameleon. Mask Chameleon, to be honest, is not really that good. Okay, he's a free card, synchro with, of course, a Vector Pendulum and of course a Garnett and things like that. But the thing about Mask Chameleon is that if you special summon off Trick Clown already from your graveyard, or if you already Pendulum summon already from your hand, you can't activate Mask Chameleon's effect. Mask Chameleon effect states that what is it? Cannot be normal summon if you control level 5 or higher monster. When this card is normal summon, you can target one monster with 0 defense in your graveyard. Special summon that target in face of defense position. Its effects are negated. You cannot special summon any other monsters except from the extra deck during the turn you activate its effect. So basically, if you Pendulum summon from your hand, you can't activate its effect because his effect states that you can't special summon monsters except from the extra deck. Since you already special summon a monster from your hand, you're unable to use his effect. It's the same purpose as Power Duality. So let's say that Power Duality's effect is that you cannot special summon the turn you activate this card. So basically, if you special summon already, you can't activate Duality. Same purpose for Mass Chameleon. If you already Pendulums summon from the hand or things like that, or you activate Trick Clown from the hand and things like that, you can't use its effect to special summon a monster from the graveyard. So I'll definitely cut out the one Mass Chameleon. Partnaga is really good. Partnaga and Gigabyte is really good, is because he's a King of Pharaoh Imp target. Pharaoh Imp just adds these cards to your hand, so it's really good. Gigabyte just adds more pressure onto the board and it helps you generate more XYZ plays. So that's why I really like about Gigabyte. So absolutely amazing. That's pretty much it for our Reptile engine. Next we play, of course, Double Maxi. This card was absolutely amazing. Against every Performer page, I said Performer page. Against every PePe matchup, I usually won the duel. Because, you know what, I don't know why, but against every other PePe players, when I Maxi them, they never stop. Like they made me draw like 6 cards once. And they try to go OTK, but you know what, if you're making me draw 6 cards, I'm gonna have a juggler in my hand. So Maxi was just absolutely amazing. If they don't go off, they're gonna lose. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a Luster Pendulum or a Plush Fire in my hand. If you do go off, I draw cards, and if you don't OTK me this turn, I win next turn. So, Maxi is just amazing. Yeah. Double Maxi would be really good. And last but not least, I play the one gem like Garnett. So now let's, one Garnett, and I'll explain to you guys why I like playing one Garnett. So one Garnett, and next I play double Brilliant Fusion. So guys, let me tell you guys right now, this might sound like a weird entire lineup. But it actually works. I was talking to my boy Langs, Eddie, so shout out to you, Eddie, and Botang, which gave Langs and I some amazing advice of Brilliant Fusion and Jedi Garnett. To be honest, Botang gave us the advice that, you know what, these cards are the only cards, you know, it's the 1 and 2 ratio is good enough. The reason being is that if you play triple Brilliant Fusion, you have to play double Garnett. And the problem with this deck is that you don't want to draw Garnett. You want to minimize your chance of drawing Garnett as much as possible. So I decided to just cut down the 1 Brilliant Fusion and just play the 1 Garnett. If you always needed the Garnett, you can always recycle it back with like also Emerald. And the only game that I actually drew into a Garnett was one game during the regionals. The whole entire regionals. Once I resolved Brilliant Fusion, I usually win the game. But other than that, I did not draw a gem like Garnett at all. So you know what, playing the 2-1 ratio is really good in my personal opinion. But that's just me. If you guys want to play 3 and 2, you guys can definitely go ahead and play in 3 and 2. But it's just my personal opinion. I feel like these two are the only cards you need. You don't want to see Garnets as much as possible. Once you already resolve that 1 Brilliant Fusion, you usually win the game. And if you happen to want to activate another one, you can always Legasso Emerald back into late game. So 2 Brilliant Fusion and 1 Gemini Garnett, in my personal opinion, is good enough. And the good thing about Garnett is that he is a 1900 beater, and he's immune to Fiendish Chain. So screw you, Teller Knight players. So double Brilliant Fusion. And the only reason why I also played the 1 Garnett and 2 Brilliant Fusion is because I didn't have another Garnett. And if I had another Garnett, I wouldn't recommend playing 2 Garnets anyways. So yeah, so 2 and 1 is really good enough. Trust me, guys, try it out for yourself. So double Brilliant Fusion, 1 Foolish Burial, dubbing your damage juggler is really good. Triple Instant Fusion, card is phenomenal. You must play 3 of this card. You want to see Norden as much as possible. So triple Instant Fusion is really good. And yeah, and the thing about Instant Fusion is that I believe this works. Yeah, so the thing about Instant Fusion is that if your opponent maxes you into Instant Fusion, you can just Instant Fusion into your Seraphonite, but you don't want to do that. But that's just like another idea. If you want to go off, you can Instant Fusion into your Seraphonite. Wait, Seraphonite is a level 5. Yeah, but don't do that. Don't do that. That was a bad. That was a bad example. Don't do that. So triple Instant Fusion. Next you play, of course, double Wavering Eye, triple Wavering Eye. This card's the best card in the deck. Let me tell you guys right now, this card should get banned. Konami, I'm telling you guys right now, if you want Pendulums to slow down a bit, ban this card. Just do it. Ban it. This card is just too good to be in the game right now. I don't know why this card exists. Do you guys not read its effect? You pop as many Pendulum skills as possible, and 4 or more, you add a Wavering Eyes to your hand. So you pop both your scales and your opponent's scales, you add a Wavering Eyes. If you pop 3 cards, you banish a card in the field. If you pop 2 cards, you add a Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. So this card is stupid, man. This card should get banned. ASAP, ban right now, Konami. You don't understand. And last but not least, the MVP of my spell lineup, Storm. Storm This card is so good. It's essentially another waiver, guys, if you guys were to think about it. So again, guys, shoutouts to Andrew fam, man. Andrew, shoutouts to you. You are the reason why I put this card in the deck. Storm was phenomenal. Guys, against my Yang Zing matchup, I did play Yang Zings in round 6. I beat him because of Storm. He was like, man, I'm telling you right now, your MVP is Storm, man. You always beat me with Storm. And you know what? I'll set, what's it called? I'll have, so one time, I had a, what's it called, plush fire set. So I had a plush fire in my pendulum zone, and I had what is it? 2 cards face down. Two cards face down. I had my own Vanity's Emptiness face up, so I prevented the Yang Zing players from special summoning, and I had another face down. I forgot which it was, but you know what? At that point, I had game anyways. But he had 3 back rolls, so you know when Yang Zing's back rolls are scary. They have skill drain, warning, freaking what is it called? Skill drain, warning, creation, Yang Zing creation. You know, so many floater cards and problematic cards in that deck. So you know what? I was like, you know what, Storm? And he was like, wow, man, this guy just. I hit his skill drain, solemn warding, and a bottomless. It was just sensational. It was sensational. And then I destroyed my plush fire and what is it? My other scale. I forgot. No. I just destroyed my plush fire, my vanities, and the other set face down, which was irrelevant. And to destroy 3 cards you control. Plush fire brought out Damage Juggler. I went into my Gigabyte plays, detached the Juggler, go into Pharaoh Imps, and just went off from there. So it's really good. So Storm was probably the MVP card. This card is absolutely amazing. You guys should definitely play Storm. You know, back removals and popping your opponent's scales is really good as well. So one Storm is good. If I could play more, I would definitely play more. Last but not least, I do play 4 traps. I play 1 Vanity's Emptiness, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Bottomless, the Trinity. I call this the Trinity. Really good. And last but not least, 1 Solemn Scolding. This card was phenomenal, okay, guys? So I do play a 41 card deck. So basically, before the regional started, as I said before, I had no knowledge of the deck. I did not know how to play the deck at all. Well, I know some basic concepts and combo wombos you can do with this deck, but I didn't know, like, the best way to utilize this deck. So I was like, you know what, Boteng, help me look after this deck. Help me on some cards that you should play in this deck. He was like, Sam, you know what? Take out the Bottomless and play the Scolding. Because Scolding can stop the Pendulum Summon and things like that. So Scolding is really good in that aspect. And you do play no back row in the deck, essentially. 4 back row is nothing against decks like Teller Knights that have like 100 back rolls. So it's pretty good. So Scolding was amazing. I did resolve this card 3-4 times. You know, my opponent mass summoned a 4 scale. No, he summoned 4 monsters off a Pendulum Summon. So I activated Scolding, that just wrecked him. So Scolding was absolutely amazing in that purpose. Really good. So I did play a 41 card deck. So these are all the cards that I play. And yeah. So that's pretty much it for my trap lineup. Now off to my side deck. Side deck, guys, I'm telling you right now, I have the MVP at the side deck right now. I'll show you guys what it is. Ready? This card is so good against my Teller Knight matchup and my, what is it called, PePe matchup. All my mirror match. This card resolved. XYZ Universe. This card is absolutely amazing. Let me tell you guys how good this card is. XYZ Universe is just so good. If you guys don't know his effect, let me read it to you, okay? Target 2 face-up XYZ monster on the field. Send both monsters to the graveyard. Then special summon 1 XYZ monster from your extra deck, except a number monster whose rank is equal to or 1 less than the command or original ranks of those 2 XYZ monsters. And if you do, attach this card to it as an XYZ material. If you activate this card, your opponent takes no further damage this turn. So, XYZ Universe, okay? So what happened is that I literally top decked this card and I had no cards in my hand, okay? I had no cards in my extra deck zone. My opponent has a face-up Pharaoh Imp on board. And I top deck XYZ Universe. So I set an XYZ Universe during game 3. What happened was that he activated freaking Pharaoh Imp's effect to search up a Gigabyte. He summoned a Juggler. He summoned a Juggler. He summoned Juggler. He summoned Juggler. He overlaid. He summoned Juggler and he special summoned Gigabyte. Overlay those 2 into a, what is it called, Diamond Direwolf, just to pop down his back row. He's just scared. I don't know why he did that. When he summoned Direwolf, I activated XYZ Universe. I sent both his Direwolf and Digus and King of Pharaoh Imps to the graveyard to special summon DDD Dual Dawn King of Kali Yuga. This card is just phenomenal. I'm telling you guys, these 3 cards are MVP of the weekend in my side deck. Resolved every single time. This card is just so good. Kali Yuga's effect is basically, it's a cold wave once he's summoned and it destroys all your opponent's back. It's basically heavy storm when he's summoned. So basically your opponent, when he's summoned, cold wave and a heavy storm built in. So I summoned him for free, essentially, off my opponent's XYZ monsters. Since those 2 are rank 4s, It's a rank 8 combined level. I guess I expressed them at a rank 8 or rank 7. So I went to Caliuga. Caliuga popped their 2 scales, which was a mirror conductor, and a what's it called? And a luster pendulum. So that means he can't pendulum summon. I killed 2 of his monsters, and now I have a 3500 beater on board, which is a walking cold wave. Card's phenomenal. XYZ Universe is so good. Guys, play this. Play this in your side deck, please. PePe, Tellarknight matchup. You resolve this, you win. Triple Typhoon, really, really good against Pendulums. Double Iron Wall, really essential against the Cosmo matchup. One Regeki, I don't know why I decided this. This should have been a 3rd Iron Wall. One Chimera Tech Force Dragon, double Cyber Dragon. I was debating whether or not to play Core or Cyber Dragon, but I was like, you know what, Cyber Dragon is really good since it's a free special summon. So I was like, you know what, why not? Double Cyber Dragon, the 3rd Maxi, and last but not least, double Illusionist, the Affecte. This card was amazing. I sided this against the Yangtze matchup because I'm scared of Jiao2, so I think Affect Villa was amazing. So that's pretty much it for my side deck. Yeah, guys, so the MEP of side deck is just, what is it? XYZ Universe. So I'm so sorry, guys, that this video has just been taking too long. I was just too much explaining to you. So I'm so sorry, guys. Even though some of these cards are self-explanatory, for those of you who are actually making the past 25-minute mark, you guys are absolutely amazing. I love you guys. Now, after the extra deck, real quick, let's show off the extra deck. I'm missing so many cards in the extra deck, guys. This is the extra deck that I played at Regionals. I was missing Omega and the Paladin XYZ card, the Ignister Paladin XYZ. So 2 Ignister Prominence. This card, this is the only synchro that I went into. Card is amazing. I want games with this card. Guys, if you guys are playing Cosmos or any Cosmo players out there watching this video, sell your Cosmos. Just do it. This is the reason why people don't play Cosmos anymore. Ignister, too good. Double Norden, 1 Seraphinite, 1 Ragnar Zero, and what's it called? And Mirror Conductor plays is phenomenal. 1 Karakorgon, card's amazing. 1 Trapeze Magician, you go into this card with Ignister, you win the game. 1 Alchemic Magician, didn't go into him at all, she sucks. Direwolf, went into him a lot. Popping Back Rows, won the games. The Guster Emerald, went into a lot. This card's amazing. Recycling back your monsters, and special in the Garnett for more damage is really good. 1 Abyss Dweller, says no to Cosmos. 1 King of Pharaoh Imps, I should have played 2. Card's amazing. 1 number 101, screw you Jesse, this card is amazing. 101 is just phenomenal. This card is so good. I robbed Prominence, I robbed Ignisters, and just attacked for game. So good. And 1 Castell. This card is amazing as well. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for my deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And yeah, this was my PERFORMAGE Pendulum deck profile, and I hope you guys enjoy. You guys made it past the 27th mark, and you guys are absolutely amazing. I love you guys. This is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Let's see if you give this video 100+ likes. You guys are absolutely amazing. Peace out, guys.